Fernando Ruiz art.
Hi everybody. Today we're going to be talking about skin. And we've got Betty Cooper here showing lots of it. So we're going to be coloring her using Copic markers. This is a private commission of Betty in a teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So she is a perfect candidate to really explore skin tones and how to best color them. Now, Copic has a really nice set of basic skin tones, and it's a nice set of about 6 markers or so, and it gives you different shades of flesh tones. And that's a nice set to start out with. You may want to add a few additional tones to it to be able to do more stuff, as you'll see as we go. I'm going to be starting with one of the darker tones. This one is E11 Barley Beige. Actually, I may want to go with something even a little darker. This is E13, which is light suntan. And I want to do something fairly dark just because I always want to start out where her skin is going to be its darkest. And I'm going all over in the face and down her body as well. So down the arms, into the breast area. And what I'm doing is I'm adding core shadows, okay, around the shoulder, down this arm. And before that settles or dries too much, I'm going to switch over to a lighter tone. And this is E02. This is Fruit Pink. And it's a very light flesh tone. And I'm going to mix it in, and I'm going to pull out some of that darker tone that I just put down. And what I'm doing is I'm moving to the light, okay, to where her skin is going to be lighter. Now, sometimes we put down a color and it seems a little dark to us. Don't worry. These colors do tend to lighten as they dry. And as always, I know I always say this, and it's always true, leave areas of white. Don't, this isn't like you're grabbing Crayola crayons and you're filling in a shape. You're actually kind of painting her. I'm actually going to move over now to my lightest flesh tone of all, which is E00, and they call this Skin White. I think they may have changed the name of this. But I use this to kind of help blend these tones that I've just been putting down, both the light and the dark. Even though this is much lighter, you can start seeing the highlights really give her some form. Okay, really make her seem 3D, because that really brings out areas of her skin. And you generally want to leave the highlights where you think the body will be catching the most light. And now I'm sticking to one area mostly because I'm doing this for the video, for you guys. Normally, I'm really moving all over the figure. Up, down, up the body, down the body. And I do that because it's just easier to regulate. But I want you guys to see me get to some fast results, because I don't want this video to take forever. Okay, so I'm just doing the same thing I had done before, and that was with the light suntan. And I'm going to go over to my fruit pink, my E02, and I'm going to lighten that up. Looks like my E02 might be in need of a refill. And I'm moving that. The other thing too is when you're drawing a figure like this, it's not a bad idea to start with these skin tones. Because there's always that slight risk of contamination, of running one tone into another. So if you have other stuff happening on the form, you know, whether it's her clothes or some background color, you don't want that to run into your flesh tones. Flesh tones, for whatever reason, always seem to be a real magnet for anything that you've got going on. Now this is Copic's flesh color, R02, and it's kind of an orangey flesh. It's kind of a warm flesh, but I want to use it to kind of heat up a few little areas, like the corners of her mouth, her cheeks, maybe the tip of her chin. Maybe I want to come down here and warm up that part of her breast, collar underneath the neck a little bit, just to darken that up. Warm up parts of the arm. So the great thing about Copic markers is it's almost like you're really painting. Going down into that area. And this soft brush tip really helps with that idea. So she's starting to come together. Probably won't finish her in this video, but I did want to show you how this works. Now that I put that down, I want to go back to that 00, the lightest one, and I want to start sewing this stuff together. So I'm going all over what I just laid down. And it's good to start out light, because if you start out light, you could always regulate how dark you're going to go. If you start out too dark, it's tough to come back from that. So again, I like to bounce around all over the figure. Okay. Now her legs, very quickly, let's do some legs here. Again, I'm going to go back to the light suntan. Okay. And this is going to be the darkest area, a little dark underneath the chin, the knee rather, the chin. And I'm going to go down, sculpt out her legs. Maybe I'll go down on this side too, underneath the knee again. It's almost like I'm just outlining the shape of her legs. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the E2. And I'm going to bring out some of that tone. Again, leaving some white. That's what will make her legs feel cylindrical, feel really 3D-ish. Feel like that skin is really curving around the three-dimensional form. Some of this I may want to go a little darker still. And you'll see, as I said before, as things dry, they lighten. So sometimes you really, after things have lightened, you really want to take another look at her and say, okay, I really want to go in and punch up some stuff. I really want to go back in and push some tones. And that's okay. That's totally okay to do. So I'm going to go with the I have the blush. This color is blush, and this is an R20. It's kind of a pink. And I'm using this again to just heat up some areas on her. Just to push some of those tones that are getting a little light again. And just to give her a little bit of a curve where she needs a curve. And you can see, moving up to the upper body again. Again, I like to just bounce all over the place. So this is the blush color again. Okay, so you can see her skin is coming along fairly well. I hope this color is showing up pretty well on the video. I would probably still be going in a little bit more with my E00 and still be pushing and blending in some of this stuff just to get a little bit more uniformity to it without killing the gradations. I want that nice range of tones to be there. Okay. Back to the face. Do a few highlights there. Back down the arm. See, this is how you could really keep everything working together, is to work on the whole form all at once. So that's why I like to keep moving back up and down the figure. But those are flesh tones. I hope this gave you a little inspiration, made the use of Copics a little less scarier. And as always, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer any that I'm able to. I'm going to keep working on this piece, and if you follow me on social media, Facebook or Instagram, I'll post the finished product soon. So please follow me there. And as always, thanks again for watching my videos. Thanks again for subscribing the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And don't forget to click like, share if you're able to. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Okay? Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.